If you ask anybody if racism is okay, nobody will tell you it's okay. Everybody will say racism is terrible. Now, when we talk about criminalizing something terrible, then they start asking the questions, no, should we do that or should we not? That shouldn't be even a question to discuss.
We need another revolution in this country.
Emotions run high as panelists seek solutions to dealing with racism. South African laws guard against hate speech, but the penalties are limited to apologies or the payment of a fine. But some activists believe it's time that South Africa criminalized the act.
There is racism and there is racist hate speech. So perhaps racist hate speech can be dealt with through dialogue and through criminalization, but racism cannot be dealt with through criminalization because racism is in the system. It is embedded in the system.
But its complex nature makes racism difficult to police.
Racism is institutional, it's structural, it's not just about individuals being unkind to each other.
Despite the rise in incidents of racism in the last few months, the jury is still out on whether considering these acts as human rights violations will curb their occurrence.
To criminalize an individual who says blacks are inherently inferior. You go to court, the probabilities are that the generalization is not going to be declared as unlawful for the purposes of criminal law.
As a result, some suggest that it's best to educate South Africans about their right to recourse. Sikelelwa Mdingi, Johannesburg.